Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? What do we got going on today? Happy Monday, happy Memorial Day. What's up, y'all? Reese, thank you for the likes. I already got a restriction. What is that? That is so weird. Appeal. Feel that shit. What's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning. Having a little breakfast. You just got the R6 Mark II? Sick, bro. Is it any good? Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. What lens did you get? Congratulations. What are you going to do with it? I owned the R6 Mark II for like a year. Athraf, what's up, buddy? How are you? Like events and for school? Yeah, perfect. What lens did you get, man? Oh yeah, it's an incredible camera. I have the R6 Mark III, but I had the R6 1, the 2, and the 3. I actually made a which kit lens? Can you be more specific? Reese, I feel like I'm pulling teeth, bro. There's multiple 24 to 105s. And yes, there's multiple kit lenses that are 24 to 105. There's plenty of good lenses, man. The prime lenses are all great. The STM lenses, those are all really nice. Something going on with my caster labs. Interesting. Giving Hawk, what's up, buddy? How are you? My chat's not coming up on one of the things. Oh, here we go. Managed to work out that I can sell my 80D and shitty lens to get a 16 to 35. Nice, bro. For free? With the trade-in, you mean? Yeah, how much is a 16 to 35 EF? Because that's a really good lens, man. Anything L series is a really nice lens. Reese, I do recommend, man, if you can, to get some EF glass as well. Oh, yeah, dude. There's a Mark II version of it too, right? Yeah, you can get it for under 500 bucks. Solid. I'd probably buy one that's in better than good condition. You know? I'm eating my third ice cream. Goddamn. As someone may or may not need a fast ultra wide. um, the 16 to 35. What Giving Hawk? Remind me what camera you have, buddy. Yeah. I mean, the Mark II is already so inexpensive that I might as well just, I would recommend people just get the Mark II version. It's so cheap, you know? I can sell my 80D and shitty lens for about 317, so I end up 17 profit at the end of it. Yeah. Antonio, what's up, buddy? How are you? Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Yo, I saw you on the drums yesterday, man. What was that? Yo, I feel like you don't record yourself enough, man. I'm a church drummer. Yeah, dude, you need to be recording yourself with that. Are you allowed to bring out your A7? I mean, the pastor might not you know, he might have a little issue with it. Maybe not, depends if he's cool. I'm sure he is. Yeah, I'd be recording yourself. Bro, if you can get some B-roll footage of you drumming away, bro, shit. Yeah. Yeah, they're not gonna mind, dude. You just come and get some B-roll, you know, using their drum set or you playing live. Fuck, dude. That was great. R6 and R7. This one mostly be the R6. Yeah, it's a solid lens for both of those cameras, Giving Hawk. Well, the EF Giving Hawk, the EF 16 to 35 is an f2.8. What do you mean f4? Yeah, dude, I'm just saying, man, just making an observation, like Antonio, like that's all great footage, man. That's all great footage that even if you don't use the footage immediately, you can use it for something else, you know? Think of this, man. Like, think of something that can challenge yourself a little bit is creating stock footage for yourself. Do you know what that means? Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah, that has, yeah, that was with my 10 to 20. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, capturing B-roll and like, you know, capturing B-roll of yourself. It's something that I need to do. I try to do it at least once a year, capturing new B-roll. And the B-roll is like me typing at my computer, me writing at my journal, me packing up my backpack, me cooking breakfast, me making coffee, you know, that kind of B-roll footage is like not the most like creatively stimulating or anything like that, but it's great practice for you to like take a look at your footage and like edit it and practice some lighting, some cinematography, some different angles. The thing, Wolf Lover, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate it. I'm really loving the vertical YouTube, man. The vertical YouTube is fantastic. My Streamlabs is acting funny again, dude. Yeah, I'd have to plan to come in early and set it up. Yeah, I mean, just make a day out of it, you know, just create like a B-roll drum set day, you know, so you can like film yourself getting sitting down in the chair, you know, getting your, I don't know anything about drums, but like, you know, setting up the drum set, and then have a close-up shot, have some far away shots, have some wide shots, some overhead shots, you jamming, you know, you can get a whole shot list out of messing around with the drums, you know. I'm gonna end up doing some and also, you know, you could put that footage, bro, because one of the things that I know about stock footage, and this is what I'm talking about, is stock footage for yourself. But if you wanted to, there's a thing that I've realized in stock footage is like people of color, brown, black, Asian, minorities, minority peoples are really underrepresented in the stock footage sites. So have you ever seen like people using stock footage for something? Or have you ever used a stock footage site? Because I use them all the time. There's a lot of, you know, men and women, mostly white, and even less women than men, but it's all, the stock footage is all that I'm trying to say is like minority groups, like myself, like yourself, we're very underrepresented. So anyways, I say all that to say, like, underrepresented groups in stock footage does really well. So if you can own you know, stock footage that does really well and you can publish it onto a site, and like you playing drums, if you can make a whole sequence out of that, oh shit, dude. Yeah, you're not gonna become a millionaire or anything like that, but a couple dollars here and there, you know, pay your cell phone bill with it. Why the fuck not? Giving Hawk says, I'm going to end up doing some POV stuff with the shittiest action cam I can find on Amazon though. I'll end up using my R7. I mean, you can buy like an old DJI 4 or a DJI 5 for like $100, bro. Or just use your cell phone. Your cell phone is better than any action camera, unless you need to get it wet or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, man. Antonio, like, you know, you sound just like me when I first started going live. I'm just testing stuff, bro. Sometimes when I'm doing things, you know, like I'm like, I wonder if people would like to see this. And usually 2 to 3 people join, you know, 2 to 3 people join, and I'm like, okay, some people joined, maybe we'll try something else. But you never know where your audience is going to be, man. You never know where your audience is going to be. I even did a gaming live stream yesterday, which, by the way, I heard you had a gaming channel. Yeah, I do have a gaming channel, but I haven't been on it in like forever, like months, because I started. So here's what I did with the gaming channel. A couple people have asked me. I had never, back in the middle of last year, I built this PC that I'm using right now. I built it out and I maxed it out with everything. And I had never gone live before, and I wanted to not mess up TMV visual media with me poking around and fucking around and not knowing what the hell I was doing, and kind of like mess something up, right? Am I explaining that well? I didn't want to take the risk of tainting or tarnishing the TMV visual media label, the brand, you know, the brand. Calling myself a brand is weird. Anyways, I created a gaming channel that was titled How to Start a Gaming Channel. So that I haven't opened it up in forever. But anyways, I practiced going live, setting up my settings, setting up my monitor, making sure everything is where I liked it. So I did all my practice reps on that channel, and I did it for about 2-3 months, once every other week. It was a very inconsistent. But even with that, dude, I was playing a video game, Black Myth Wukong, fantastic game, because I do love video games. But even with that game, man, I had like 20, 30, 40 people joining at one time, because it was just such a popular game, and it is still to this day. Yeah, it was just really fun, and I might get back to it because I had this whole master plan of Grand Theft Auto. When the new Grand Theft Auto comes out, that game's going to be the game of the decade, the game of the century. And there's going to be a lot of people on it. So I wanted to like kind of, now I'm comfortable going live. So it's like I can play, but I have different accounts now. So I have everything separate. I'm not going to do that on this account, game on this account, because that's not what this account is for. I learned how to stream on Twitch, Kick, all these other things. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, Antonio, I wouldn't spend too much time on stock footage. It's just something to think about. I just, when I saw you doing that, I was like, fuck, dude, I wish I could record that, you know? Yeah, as soon as I can, I'm gonna grab an Action 4. This is temporary. I did use the Action 4 is nice, dude. I still have that one. Mostly morning lives for you right now. It is. I'm testing out some other times, but morning seems to be right for me right now. But I am gonna be experimenting because now that I have the YouTube vertical set up, I might do some late night lives. But the thing is, I got to get my ass to bed around 11 p.m. Excuse me. Yeah, I start separate channels for everything, dude. I start separate. It's not specific to music or creative things or anything. It's just you don't want to blur the lines, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And plus, creating a new account is free. And bro, you'd be surprised, Antonio. Like, you take all of the things that you learn from one channel, you know, that you've grinded to get to a certain point, but you learn a lot of these things, maybe not like consciously, like like you kind of catalog all these skills that you learn inside your mind, that when you start a new channel, that new channel usually grows pretty fast because you take everything that you've learned and apply it subconsciously, subconsciously, like without even thinking about it, into your new channel, and it just multiplies. Pilo Tame, I like the microphone. This is the Wave DX. The Wave DX. I do have, for any of you guys that are interested, I have all of my, I need to check, why isn't this working? Let me close this and then start it over. If any of you guys are interested, I have my links pinned in the comment. You guys want to check out all of my gear, my live streaming gear. I got all that stuff. The mic that I'm using here is the Elgato Wave DX. Pretty decent mic. Yeah, Elgato Wave DX right here. It's $100, really decent. Pretty decent. All of the artists I know who vlog or game only consider YouTuber to the go and never a celebrity. What does that mean? All of the artists I know who vlog or game only consider YouTuber and never a celebrity. All right, so YouTube is working. But for some reason, my chat's not popping up in... I do need to get a new... What was it? It was called like Stream Ninja. I got a lot of shit to do today. Does everybody have off today? I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. Oh, there it is. All right, so it works now. They don't get their music respected, invited to events or performances like the Grammys. I meant to say general public. That's the thing, Antonio. You know, I've kind of sensed this from you, and I could be wrong, but like we're not owed respect, dude. Nobody owes us anything. You know, the market dictates whether you're good or not. You know, it's kind of harsh, but like the market dictates everything. That's just the way it is, man. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Truthfully, the market is fair enough. It's a culmination and a combination of like thoughts and ideas. It's like a voting system, you know. It couldn't be more fair. If the market is left alone, it could be manipulated, of course. Right, and the music market considers content creators as cringe and writes them. Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, one of my favorite artists. What's his name? Fuck, he was a YouTuber. What is his name? What's up, Valerie? How are you? He had a recent song called "Pixelated Kisses." He started off as a YouTuber, just making beats and stuff. Let me see if I can find him. But I listen to all his albums. Joji, Joji, and like this guy is one of my favorite artists, and I think I'm pretty sure he started as a YouTuber, just making beats and stuff. Joji right here, 4.2 million fucking subscribers, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah, Joji is the best, dude. And he started off as a YouTuber, and he doesn't give a fuck, dude. Like he just makes music and puts it out there, dude. You know what I mean? That's one of those what's his face, Post Malone. Like Post Malone is one of those guys that has released every single piece of art that he's ever created. He just puts it out there. What was it? White Iverson's song he almost didn't put out. Yeah, you just put it out, bro. He still gets dragged for that stuff, though. Who the fuck cares, dude? Who the fuck cares, man? I think, you know, respectfully, you just put too much energy into it, man. You just put too much energy into it. Just put your stuff out there, man. No, there's no guarantees that you're gonna make it or that I'm gonna make it. Just put it out there, bro. And I say that with like encouragement. Just put it out there, bro. Be strategic. You know, be strategic. Like, for example, like I wouldn't do gaming on this. I'm not going to just game on this channel. But in terms, generally speaking, of putting content out there, showing your face and stuff. But he has never been recognized by anything at the Grammys. Who the fuck cares about the Grammys, the Billboards, the Met Gala? Fuck all that shit, dude. He's happy. He's happy. He's making his music. He's creating his art. He could give two shits about that, dude. That's what I'm saying is the Billboards, the fuck all that, man. All that shit is going down the drains anyways, man. Yeah, all of that stuff is nonsense, dude. I think that's for people that are seeking approval, man. They're just seeking approval of others, dude. And that's not what is art, dude? What are you making your art for, dude? The people that's gonna rock with you are gonna rock with you, man. That's all wanting validation, outside validation for your own stuff, dude. The Pixelated Kisses one that just came out recently, I think that was his latest song that I saw from him, dude, was so good, man. And it was just a bunch of noise, you know. I wouldn't say his stuff is eclectic or anything like that, or avant-garde. Would you consider Joji to be avant-garde? I don't think so. Maybe getting close to it, right? But it's just like a mixture of visual, sound. Hey, this is Andrew. What's up, buddy? How are you? You got one like from me, bro. Nice. Appreciate it, Andrew. Appreciate it. Yo, I'm telling you, YouTube vertical is where it's at, man. YouTube vertical is where it's at. I just want to make a huge impact on the world, like Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson. Yeah, dude, but it takes time, man. It takes time. You know, there's delayed gratification. It just takes time. Yeah, alternate R&B. I would really I kind of consider his music like a little bit, I don't even know if this is a category, but like psychedelic pop. I even think pop would be like kind of weird as well. R&B, definitely not. I wouldn't consider him R&B. I could be wrong, but nothing about his music really tells me that it's R&B. Yeah, that's a category. Yeah, kind of like a psychedelic and then something else. Because you know who else kind of reminds me of like a psychedelic kind of like music style is Travis Scott. He does some really trippy music. Same with what's his face, The Weeknd. Some of his stuff is a little trippy as well. Sold my R5C to pick up the R6V. Sick. I already pre-ordered it. Skull XRP. Yeah, I pre-ordered it as well. I'm fortunate that I didn't have to get rid of anything to buy it, but I might thin the herd of cameras that I have. But yeah, no, I'm pretty excited about the R6V. But he has huge R&B and pop hits, but his main stuff is... Oh, really? I've listened to all of his albums, and I'm the kind of guy that when I listen to an album, I listen it from start to finish. Like from track to track to track to track with no skipping. But I could be wrong. He has one song that I really like called TikTok. TikTok, but like not like the app TikTok. Oh, also, Antonio, I'm gonna bounce off of this live real quick because I got a violation already. I got a violation with not even 5 seconds into the stream. So I'm gonna log off of this live and I'm gonna be right back. I am live on YouTube. This is the kind of shit. This is the kind of shit that pisses me off about TikTok. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I hadn't even like taken a bite of my bagel or set anything to the stream. And it said, hey, your live is restricted. So this is the kind of shit that really irritates me about TT. It's like, that's why when I get to a certain point, like, you know, my 10K that I want to get to, I just want to hit that 10K goal and then kind of ease off of TikTok. Because that shit's mad frustrating. But I'll be right back. For those of you guys that are on YouTube, I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. TT is just being a little son of a gun, so I'll be right back. Yeah, for YouTube is definitely the way that I'm going to be going moving forward. I tried Kick and I tried Twitch, but there's not really much of an audience for the kind of live that I'm doing over there, at least not yet. So I did set up my accounts and set up my things over there. There we go. We're back on TikTok. It's the mic logo showing. It could be. I don't know what it could be. It's the mic logo. It could be. I have no idea. TikTok sucks, dude. For a while though, bro, TikTok treated me well for a while. Up until like 7,000 followers, TikTok did treat me really, really well and showed a lot of love. And you know what? And that mark of like 7,000, 6,000 followers over there kind of coincided when there was that ownership change. So there might be something to that, dude. But yeah, now I'm getting people jumping into the TikTok over here like I normally do. But literally 5 seconds into it, I got a freaking violation. Who knows? Whatever. No big deal. I think it's because you have said YouTube. Maybe it's possible. I thought maybe because I have a starting stream right here that has like logos from other places that I thought maybe that was it. I'm like, oh man, you guys are losing me. But I'll still continue to use TikTok. It just won't be as live, so I'll still be posting content over there. New owners went hyper aggressive with I think so too, man. I think so too. I think so too. But I think the clear winner, even though I was talking to you, Andrew, and your group, what is it called? Your Clubhouse group. I remember talking to you guys and I mentioned something like YouTube seems like the hardest barrier for the creator to like get past, in terms of like, it's my opinion that the YouTube barrier to entry is perceived by most new creators as like an unforgiving wall, an unclimbable wall to like get over. But in reality, YouTube is like I don't think it's that huge of a barrier to entry, but it's perceived as such, right? Like a massive thing to climb and a massive hurdle. I think it's only a perception though. It's only perceived that way. It's not the actual reality. I disagree, Antonio. I think YouTube entry is easy, dude. They've never made it easier, dude. They've never made it easier. Bro, I saw some crazy, because I've been experimenting with YouTube verticals now, that I've been going, checking out vertical lives. Everybody that I saw, not a single one was on a proper camera. Everybody was on their cell phone. And it was the craziest stuff, dude. I saw people had viewers of like thousands of people. I was like, damn, YouTube vertical lives are like that now. So it's a whole nother corner of the internet, dude. It's a whole nother corner of the internet. YouTube is easy. People are just lazy. Unless you're product reviewing, giving value. If you're selling your music like me, no one cares. And there's another restriction, y'all. There's another restriction. Your live is not eligible for recommendation restricted search results because it redirects users to purchase products outside of TikTok. I haven't even done that. This is in line with your For You feed eligibility standards under our community guidelines, which we have updated to support the best user experience. Would you agree that regardless what camera you got, if you record every day, you will get better? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, dude. Yeah, you just need to do it every single day. It definitely is. Thoughts on the new site post updates? I only visited it yesterday, that one time. It looked all right, man. It looks like an unfinished product, and I don't fuck with betas. You know, Andrew, so let me know when you have it out of beta. I hate they limit our speech. I'm not. It's on YouTube, you mean? On YouTube? My speech has never been limited. But yeah, YouTube entry is hard. I disagree. No one cares until you blow up. No one cares even if you blow up. Art is valuable. Yeah, of course. Yeah, art is valuable for sure. For sure. There's tons of value in art, dude. Tons of value in all mediums of art, dude. What I mean by not giving value, like the channels that like suffer the most that I've seen, because I've reviewed a lot of channels as well. The channels that I see that they struggle the most are the faceless gaming channels, like the Just Play. Like those guys are like, what are you even doing, dude? Or the guys that are streaming in complete darkness that you can't even see their face. I'm like, what are you guys hiding from? And those are the ones that complain the most. Like, I've been doing it for 7 years and I haven't gotten anywhere. I'm like, bro, you got to change something, man. Yeah, you gotta change something, dude. I got some comments that aren't showing up over here. Would you suggest vlogs or just whatever? Vlogs are good, man. Vlogs are fine, but vlogs have to have a purpose. Like, you have to be doing something. You have to be trying to accomplish something. Those are the vlogs that get the most traction. You know, or you're an interesting person that has like an interesting life. But even that, me saying like you have to have an interesting life, You'd be surprised, man, who the fuck thinks your life is interesting. A lot of people do, but it's my opinion that the vlogs that do the best are the ones that are trying to achieve something. A fitness journey? Yeah, exactly. They don't want their moms to know. Yeah, exactly. They don't want their moms to know. Right. I was like, dude, I've been streaming since I was 14. I was like, how old are you now? 17. I'm like, dude, go get some life experience or something, man. I'm just saying I'm having an easier time blowing up my best channel than my music content. Why? Because people need beats, not more music artists. And it's literally my point. Yeah, I mean, I just think that it's incorrect, and it's just my opinion that it's incorrect to think that doing YouTube is difficult. Is difficult. At the same side, you know, I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth right now. I don't want to say that it's the easiest thing, because it does take a lot of commitment and like consistency and like all that hubbub that everybody hears about. But you know, consistency to me is kind of like you know, trying to stop a locomotive. You know, once you get the train moving and you get it going, it takes a while to get it moving, you know, but things in motion tend to stay in motion, kind of thing. It's like it's hard to stop once you get it going. But and if it does stop again, then you're gonna have to slug it out to get it going again. Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon are the only two that I watch vlogs. Bro, right now you're gonna shit. Watch, check this out. It'll be probably on my homepage. Right now, dude, I'm watching this young girl renovate her abandoned store. Let's see if I can comes up. Let's see if I'll refresh. Right here, this girl right here. I've been watching this girl for the past year, dude. She's nothing to me, you know. She's an attractive young woman, but she talks about renovating her little abandoned store. 309,000 fucking subscribers, dude. So this girl right here, she bought this abandoned old military mail store that was like in her town, and for the past like year and a half, she's just been like rebuilding it. Every single video, dude, 400,000 views, man. Every single one. And you guys might see, like, you see that little red mark at the bottom? I watch every fucking episode when I'm having breakfast in the morning. I'm like, I wonder what she's up to this week. You know, I just started watching her this past year. But every video plus 200, 300, 500, 500,000 views, dude. So for vlogs and stuff, dude, I watch some eclectic stuff, man. Like some like different kinds of things. You guys would probably never fucking know that I'd be watching this girl, you know, that doesn't have a lot of money, trying to renovate her own like little, and her stuff is looking really nice. You know what it is? You know what probably it is that I myself I'll be a little vulnerable here right now, guys. I wish and daydream of a day when I can have, in the city of Philadelphia or somewhere, you guys know what a poppy store is, or a bodega? I fantasize and romanticize the idea of having like a building, owning a building where the bottom of it is going to be like a creative space studio with like a psych wall and like some backdrops and stuff. And then the above floor will be like where I live with my cats. Like, that's what I want. That's my dream. And this girl right here that I'm sharing with you guys, she's living my life, that bitch, right now, you know? So that's kind of probably why I like watching her, you know, if I actually analyze it a little bit. Yeah, she's living my life right now. But I'll probably own a building one day. Saving my money, looking for the right investment opportunity. Gandurf, what's up, Ganondurf? Which is made before I was born, Jesus. Parents don't trust refurbished. Save up like $700 to $1,000, Ganondurf. I just think it depends on your niche. Try to make a song and posting it. I've tried both and different things. Now YouTube shorts are helpful. You can't just post one song, Antonio. Like, post 100. Do 100 songs. Do 1,000 songs. Try posting a song is, of course, that's not going to work, dude. It could be a banger, and the chances are still infinitesimal, you know, just tiny. I've been posting music, and is it 100 songs? It doesn't matter. You could have posted one song a month, one song a year. Post 1,000. Music is undervalued niche in Spotify. Yeah, but boo-hoo, Antonio. You chose it, man. Yeah, you chose it, dude. Yeah, there's AI people that are making music, man. I don't know, dude. You can't get. It's my opinion that you don't get to complain about shit that you chose. Music chose me. All right, dude. Post 1,000 songs, man. I say that respectfully. Do you think that gaming with a face can work? It does work better, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of AI people that are making music, man. There's people teaching how to make AI music. There's people selling courses. And it's literally my gifting. Yeah, exactly, dude. Exactly, but I don't know, man. Antonio, just, you know, nobody owes us anything, man. Nobody owes us anything. Just get to work. I'm not saying that you're not getting to work, so don't take what I'm saying personally, dude. It's just I'm talking generally. It's like, you know, we all have our own gifts, man, and the world doesn't owe us anything for the gifts that were given to us. AI music is unethical? Nah, fuck no, dude. Fuck no, dude. I don't think AI is unethical. I think we should be using it, man. Unethical? It might be illegal at some point. It might be illegal, or it might be difficult to monetize, but right now it's totally legal. Unethical? No, I definitely don't think it's unethical. I'm just saying you can acknowledge people have privileges over others and still value the work you do. Privileges. I think just being born is a privilege. I think just being born and being alive and being healthy is a privilege. So my base level of privileges are very, very, like, at the very beginning. You know, privilege. I was privileged to be born. I was privileged to be born in America. At least that's my belief, you know. Yeah, it's a tool, dude. Yeah, it's a tool. I use AI every single day, dude. AI is here to help us, dude. That's why you guys need to buy more storage. I don't sell storage, by the way. Well, I guess I sell what's it called? The idea of, I'm telling all of you guys, and I tell you guys every time I see you, invest into a NAS system. I'm telling you, invest into a NAS system. Good morning, buddy. BG boosted. How are you, man? The government is working on banning it. There might be some restrictions, but until then, there's a lot of shit that is, I don't think it's unethical though. That's a big topic of controversy too, though, like the use of AI and stuff with art. And I'm like, dude, it's only leverage, man. It's a tool. It's a tool. I think the people that say AI is you know, that are anti-AI, are the same people that were advocating for horses when cars came around. It's like, you know, when cars were starting to be invented and started to be more like publicly available to everybody or accessible, like easy to purchase, Henry Ford and shit. The horse people were all like, what about our horse farms? What about my living? And I was like, dude, times change, man. Yeah, the car people were stealing all the horse farm people's money. What do you think about the M50? I like the M50 Mark II. It's a little expensive. It's a little old. My problem, Furman Beats, was the availability of the M mount in the lenses. It was a little restrictive, but you can get an EF to EFM adapter, and then you have all the EF glass. Well, Antonio, don't cut us short or sell us short, man. Just because I don't share the same belief as AI being unethical in the music industry doesn't mean I don't understand it. I can conceptualize and kind of put myself in your shoes, but I don't think it's, it's just what it is, man. It is what it is. I also don't find myself complaining about things that I can't control, dude. Truthfully, it's like just figure out your own lane, dude, and worry about your own fucking way to create your own music. It's just what it is, bro. You sitting there or us sitting there in resentment and pouting like, I'm mad because other people are using tools that are causing them to be successful. Like that's not gonna gain you anything, dude. So if AI took a video you shot and used your IP without permission, no, fuck no, I wouldn't be mad, dude. Absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. I wouldn't pay it any mind, dude. I wouldn't pay it any mind. Whatsoever, dude. Whatsoever. I would not be concerned. There's things that I couldn't control, dude. All of my shit is publicly available, dude. All of my shit is publicly available, dude. And also the thing is, so here's truthfully what I believe, bro. Here's what I think is gonna happen, man. And I kind of equate this to the experience. Just think about your own experience when you guys are watching TikTok or when you're watching Reels or when you guys are on Facebook, right? Just use this. Give me a little bit of slack here, a little bit of rope here. All right. Let me paint this picture for you. What happens to you guys when you guys are scrolling and you guys clearly see or a video comes up of like the black and white security camera with the bunny rabbits jumping on the trampoline? When you guys see that, or the videos that were getting really popular of all these group of like veterans sitting around a circle, and then a dog gets released into the room and it's supposed to be positioned as like the dog chooses its owner. And when the dog chooses its owner, the owner or the new owner like grabs the dog and like, oh my God, embraces it, and it's all emotional. All that shit's AI, right? But what is your behavior when you see that now? Because your brain recognizes it almost instantly. What's your immediate reaction, dude? You swipe. You say, oh, that's AI, boop. That's AI, boop. You move on, dude. The same thing is gonna happen when, like, if I hear an AI song or AI music, bro, I'm telling you, if I'm not, AI music might be difficult to pinpoint, but I guarantee you that it has to be disclosed that it is AI, or it'll be in the comments, this is AI, or it'll be identified as AI. As soon as I hear that, oh, this was created by AI, I'm not going to participate in it, dude. That's the market. You know what I mean? That's the market that I started this whole conversation with. The market chooses, dude. And in a way, that's how we vote. Real people are going to be able to choose, hey, do I want to consume an ad from Sony that was generated by AI, or there's all of the people that are in here, all the paid actors didn't get paid, it got generated by AI. I'm going to choose not to participate, dude. You know what I mean? So that's a way of voting as well, man. Harry Drew, what's up, Harry Drew? How are you? A company's not going to make millions off of videos that I made, dude. It's not, dude. The market can vote. Yeah, the market can vote, man. The market can absolutely vote, Antonio. You can't tell me, though, people have made millions in AI music. I don't give a shit, dude. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if it's through, because the thing is, man, like AI photos, AI art, I can choose to not participate in it, and I think that that's going to be the general consensus on the thing. It's there. Money is abundant, bro. Money is not a limited resource. Money is abundant. There's enough money for everybody. So the fact that they made millions off of something that was AI generated does not mean that the millions of dollars don't exist for us to also try to earn, right? I think that the bubble of like AI art, AI music, AI generated photos, AI videos, all of that shit is going to like eventually, very, very quickly will be like less and less, because we'll be able to identify it. The only people that are really falling for AI are people that are above like 50, 60, 70 years old, like the senior citizens. Yeah, you're not an artist. I am an artist, Antonio. And shame on you for saying that I'm not an artist. I create stuff every single day, buddy. Yeah. I am an artist, dude. I create things every single day. And for somebody that you know says not to judge people, man, you calling me not an artist, shame on you, Antonio. Shame on you, buddy. My point is that it doesn't impact you as much as you think, dude. A musician. No, that's not what you said. That's not what you said. You said I am not an artist. I have it right here, dude. Do you have experience with the Fayutech Scorp 3 gimbals? Actually, Antonio BG boosted right here. He has I think he has a Fayutech Scorp. Is that right, Antonio? He likes it. He thinks it's heavy though. I think he commented once already. Yeah, I think that's what he has. I like DJI products personally. I think they're just higher quality. But yeah, people do like the Fayutech. I've never owned one. I like the DJI stuff a little bit better. But I think Antonio, your friend's gonna be just fine, buddy. My friend's literally got his voice stolen. He'll be all right. He'll be okay. Just got gifted a Canon R5 with a 24. Good for you, Harry Drew. How did that get gifted to you? Family member? I like it better. I've never owned one. What do you mean? I'm being contradicting? What do you mean? Antonio, you're the one that called me I'm not a real artist, buddy. How dare you, sir? About the gimbal? I said I've heard good things about it, but I've never owned one. And I referred them to you because I think you do own that exact model, right? I said I like DJI products better. Yeah. DJI products as an ecosystem. Yeah, 100%. I like it. I like it a lot better because I have a lot of experience with them. I like their customer service that I've had to deal with once. Their app is nice. Their microphones are nice. So it's like a better ecosystem. Giving Hawk. Yeah, I think the AI music's gonna be like a regulation thing. I don't think it'll get banned. It'll be like a regulation copyright thing, like IP infringement. But that'll be like the music industry that'll probably do that. Well, they'll have regulations on it, just like everything, man. Yeah, and I've seen plenty of reviews on the Feiyu Tech stuff, and like, you know, that's why I prefer the DJI stuff, man. You know what I meant? I didn't know what you mean, Antonio. I didn't, because I only saw what you said, bro. You ever experienced any tracking issues with the Scorp 3? Yeah, and yeah, there you go. I think he's talking to you, BG, Antonio. Shot by Crimson. What's up, buddy? Man, I'm telling you, TikTok right now is on something, man. Yes, everything about the Scorp 3 is phenomenal. I've never had any issues with it. Charges fast, lasts long, easy to balance, switch to vertical. There you go. I was listening to a while, was on the treadmill. What'd you do today? What do you do normally, Andrew? 3 miles? 4 miles? I saw a recent interview from Jensen about his disapproval of companies blaming AI for firing all of their workers. I thought that shit was really, really, really interesting. Go look it out, Antonio. This is why we bring everybody together, man. Unfortunately, maybe not unfortunately, but I don't have the availability to own and try all of the gear. So bringing people together like this, so that people that use different models, different things, can kind of contribute to the hive mind of what is this collection of people, you know. And even though we might disagree on some things, we can still communicate rationally without without completely agreeing with us with each other. Good looking out. Demi Moore was talking about how AI needs to be accepted. Gen Z is gonna fucking kill us, dude. I think it'll eventually get to a point, you know, with AI. Like the whole utopia thing is kind of far-fetched to me, but I think it'll get to a point where there's that block again, man. It'll eventually get to a point where like there will be some sort of UBI, or we'll be able to own like maybe not in my lifetime, maybe in Antonio's lifetime, where we'll be able to own like autonomous robots that are humanoid that do labor for us, you know, that we can rent. I apologize, Vic, for what I said. No worries, bro. I hate debating, honestly. I love debating, man. Here's the thing, man. If we don't debate with each other, and we just surround ourselves with people that approve and like co-sign our own beliefs, then we get somebody like Donald Trump, who it's my belief that nobody has ever said no to that man. And now we've created this fucking monster, right? This monster has been created because he's surrounded himself with people that only agree with him. So debating is part of the conversation, man. It's a beautiful thing about living in the United States is that we're able to do this freely, where I can share my thoughts with literally the world. You know, for the people that are in here right now, we can all share our own thoughts. And as long as it's not hateful, hurtful, racist, sexist, I'm kind of okay with. I'm okay with sexism if it's in a lighthearted way. Racism, hateful, hurtful is okay too. 2 more likes. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I could give 2 shits about people losing their job to AI, man. It's just what it is, dude. It's the reality. Yeah, it's just the reality, bro. I messed up my knee, so right now 1 mile twice a day. Pretty good, brother. I got the Canon 85D. Is that okay? If that's all you can afford, man. Gen Z to AI is Google to boomers. Facts, bro. Debating is cool. Crashing out and name calling and demeaning. That is a little bit of a lack of maturity, man. It is what it is, but I also can't blame somebody for not having the same worldview as I do. But being able to not lose your cool is part of it, man. Yeah, I know we're on cameras, but do you have a preference on NAS? I use Ugreen. I have this NAS right here. The Ugreen NAS 8 bay. It is an investment, but I do tell everybody that's willing to listen. Oh no, I have the 6 bay, I think. Yeah, 6 bay. You can get the 4 bay, the 2 bay is fine, you know, but this is the one that I have. Holy shit, this went up in price, dude. This was not this much, and this is just the box. If you guys have never purchased a NAS, when you buy a NAS, unless it's specified, this is only an empty case. It has some stuff in it, but obviously, like a computer, but there's no storage attached to it. So you do have to buy the hard disks separately. Just so you know. I bought mine when Ugreen was in a Kickstarter. Cry about it and learn AI so you can find it. Yeah, exactly, dude. Just adapt. Again, Andrew, my connection to it is I always say like when the car people were up against the horse people back in the early 1900s, you know, when cars were becoming a little bit more available, you know, there were lobbyists for horse farmers. It's like, what about the horse farms? Like, they're going to lose their jobs. Like, yeah, dude, cars are better. The horse people are gonna have to evolve. It's just what it is, dude. I've been playing around with a Canon 1D for some of these older cameras. They still look cool. Yeah, 1Ds are still cool, man. 1D Mark 4s or Mark 3s, I think. I have a 4 Bay Plus and it died on me last. Did it? How did it die? Working with support but stressing over a little. Yeah, what happened to it, man? Mine has been running for like I just checked if it was running. You can see it right there in the back. Mine has been running for like 2 years straight, nonstop. I did lose power one time, which kind of scared me a little bit. I do need to get a UPC. Is that a uninterrupted power source? UPS? A UPS is what I need. I bought mine just as they launched. Altogether, it was $1,200. Now I bought it again. It was like, yeah, they tripled in price, man. In some cases. Well, I never name called. I don't think I said that you name called, Antonio. You called me not an artist, which I did take offensively. I am offended, sir. Don't say you didn't say it, Antonio. I have the proof. I log all of my chats. But it's all good, bro. I'm not beating you up too much, man. It's okay to have difference of opinions, dude. We have different worldviews. You know, the one thing that I do say though, man, is like when I started to earn more money, I was really, really upset about potholes on freeways. If that makes sense. I started to look at trash pickup days and like public transportation a little differently. Your comparison of generative AI and Google is like comparing cell phones to cameras. How so? I have no idea. It was fine Monday, but I went to get on it Friday and refused to boot. Interesting. I had a UPS on it, but for some reason it just won't turn on. Huh. I hope that you can get it fixed. Ugreen is one of those companies though that I did reach out to them a couple times and they were very responsive. But I hope you can get it sorted, dude. I would ask them to send you a new one. Don't talk to the store where you bought it, or don't talk to Amazon. Find a number for Ugreen and get them on the phone. 850D is a great stills camera for anyone who's not into birding or sports. It's like a T8i. Yeah, Rob Fox, it's just like about recommending a camera like that, you know, because when people ask for camera recommendations from me, I try to get them to buy a better camera right around $750, $800, just because they're going to come back. Those people that say, oh, that's a fine camera. They're going to say, hey, you said this camera was great for this. And I'm like, no, I didn't say that. But the people are always going to hear what they want to hear, you know? If all you can afford is an 850D, then buy it, you know? Then understand that there are several limitations for it. Did I say it was a bad camera? No, I just wouldn't recommend it in 2026. For cameras, are you Canon, Sony, or Nikon? I like both Canon and Sony and Fuji. Nikon, I've never owned a Nikon, but I'm really impressed with the Z line. Those are really nice, especially the ZR. Is that the one, the newest one? It actually not the comparison of boomers to Google and Gen Z. Yeah, I would compare like Gen Z and AI, dude. It's going to be, you know, my favorite part about AI, and this is like coming from a world perspective, is that just like Google became like a very accessible to everybody, where we could like find answers to our questions. AI is like really empowering people in like third world countries to really fucking figure some shit out, dude. That is going to better their lives. You know, they're going to be able to learn how to like dig up wells and how to do, how to like code, and how to create apps. And it could probably save, I don't want to say it's going to save humanity, but it's going to really pull people out from like extreme poverty. And because AI is so accessible too, you know, all you need is a cell phone and an internet connection. Dude, AI is a powerful, powerful thing, dude. There are people in this world that don't even have fucking shoes on right now, you know, that not shoes on. I'm saying like they don't even own a pair of shoes. They've been good with getting in touch right now. I got some videos showing what's going on. Okay. Yeah, let me know, Daniel, because I'd be curious as to know I want to know what the error code is. Like why it, you know, if you get a chance to talk to them, ask them what the fuck happened. What was the error code that gave you like the proverbial blue screen of death? You know, I've seen some people hook up a monitor to their NAS systems so that they can kind of interface with it a little bit better. Stupid question, but if a camera is listed on the TIPA World Awards, what is a TIPA World Awards? I don't know what that is. I think the more money you can make, you start to be a bit out of touch. Like my cousin started getting rich and he started shaming businesses online as she never started somewhere. That could be true. That could be true. There are some people that have been rich for so long that they do get out of touch. So I would agree with that. But Me, you know, I make low six figures for my full-time job and all my other like little businesses, which isn't a lot, but for my age and where I live, I think I do pretty well. But I still take public transportation. I still get my garbage picked up. I still live in an apartment, you know, I still pay my own bills and stuff like that. So, but what I'm getting at is like, you know, I encourage everybody to find a way to claw their way to like I said, 70 to 85 grand. Make it your only goal for the next year to get to that income bracket, and you're gonna see some changes, dude. You're gonna see your own perspective change. If I had 700s, I'd look for a mint 6D and get a couple cheap primes. For $700, I mean, it just depends, Rob Fox, like what you're trying to do with your camera. You know what I mean? Generative AI and AI are different, and Google is different from AI in general. I mean, I guess we're talking like generally, but like Gemini. I use Gemini. I have a subscription to Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT. Oh, and Grok as well. So I spend a lot of money. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but it's $20 per platform, I think. I think a Gemini might be cheaper, but I use them all very, very differently. Also, YouTube just added an Ask AI feature, which is kind of neat. Sony A7C Mark I Viltrox lens, my new budget recommendation. That's pretty solid one, dude. How much does that come to, the A7C Mark I? The A7C is the A7 III. Is that right? People use AI in bad ways. Oh, without a doubt, dude. People use Google in bad ways, dude. There's always going to be bad actors, bro. I shoot a G9 too, so all my recommendations are probably worthless here. No, not at all, Rob Fox. Not at all, buddy. Not at all. Rob Fox, so here's the thing, man, with like the group of people that we've like, you know, that I'm trying to reach across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Everybody's at different stages, right? So everybody has their different opinions. But one of the things that I do ask, if somebody asks me for a recommendation, I'm going to recommend them a mirrorless camera. But one thing that is really important for me to ask is like, what is people's budget? You know? And also because of my like content that I make, I try to recommend them something that I've personally used and personally have experience with, or I know somebody in the chat that actively is working with that camera. The G9, the Lumix, there's somebody in here, Chester. I don't know if he's here today, but Chester, he's a New Zealand content creator, videographer, and he does some really good stuff with Lumix. I've never used Lumix, but if he was in here, he would. So your opinion is definitely not worthless, bro. Definitely not worthless. People use everything in bad ways. I can use a bat, baseball, and I can beat it with it. Is that bad? Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And AI, man, AI is like the new, you know, Antonio and Andrew. AI is like the new, like, you don't talk about AI at the dinner table kind of thing. Yeah, so it's like a big thing. I don't know how I feel about the data centers, so I'm up in the air with that. The A7C used on Amazon. Well, how much is it on? Yeah, let me check it out. But the A7C is the A7 III, right? Like the same sensor and the same fixins. A7C. Yeah, you can buy it for $1,300 used everywhere. Oh, MPB has it here for $1,200, I think. A little bit under $1,100. Good condition though. Yeah, I'm going to use the shit out of AI, dude. I'm going to use it in every facet of my life to upgrade myself, dude. I used AI to get the current job that I have. I use AI in my job right now. The way that I used AI to get my current job is that I used it to help me practice interviewing. Yeah, the only thing that I'm really questionable about, Andrew, when it comes to AI is the data centers and the water consumption. I think they need to figure that out. But also, I invested in nuclear, in companies that have nuclear interests. So I did do that. Not a lot, but I put some gold, some of my gold coins in those companies. And by the way, those are publicly traded. Oh yeah, these centers are powering all the AIs are literally polluting. Yeah, so I have some issues with that. They need to figure that out. But if there was like, for example, if there was like near here, there was a vote, like a to vote whether we want an AI data center in this neighborhood, and I lived in that neighborhood, I would probably vote no, dude. Build it somewhere else. Build it in fucking Antarctica. You know, build it, maybe not Alaska. Maybe Alaska, dude. Maybe in Canada. You know, figure the fuck out, but it can't be in a neighborhood in fucking Ohio. It can't be in a neighborhood in Pennsylvania. The one that I saw was the one in Nevada. Is that or Utah? Utah, I think. Just no hardware defects and compact. Have you tried red cameras? I have not. I'm too poor to own red cameras. What's expensive? Paul, have you used red cameras? I only hear good things, but I think they're kind of expensive because you have to buy all the fixins, you know? Oh, and that was done intentionally, by the way. AI centers put in neighborhoods to pollute water. I don't think that was intentional. I think that's a negative consequence that happened, but I don't think that it might have been. I don't know. Nikon ZR and Raptor. Oh, nice. I love the Nikon ZR, dude. I went to the camera store back in December when that camera came out, or January. I'm really impressed with the Nikon ZR, dude. It's a really nice camera. I can't wait to see what the new version with the more like Nikon stuff looks like. That screen is like, wow. That's the one thing that really made me like look at the Nikon ZR. I'm like, hey, this is a nice offering. Yeah, it's like a really nice offering. And I think maybe not this generation, but the next generation of cameras, they're all going to be looking at their screens. It's OP as fuck. The screen is beautiful, dude. It's not just humongous, but it's like the fidelity on it, the way it looks like a monitor, man. It looks beautiful. Yo, hey, Andrew, I found a way to make my Sony camera better, bro. Check this out. This is a Sony camera with a Canon lens. So I found a way to make my my Sony just a little bit better, buddy. This lens is from the 1970s. By the way, bro, it came out, this footage that came out of this thing, fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful, dude. Yeah, it came, I ordered that FD to E-mount. I'm just messing with you, Andrew. I'm just messing with you, bud. Oh, and Nikon Z. Hell yes, there's a documentary and news stories on it. Yeah, I'm sure that there is, dude. There's a lot of negative consequences on those data centers. They have to figure something out. I think they will, though. By the way, is this the Andrew that hates me? I don't think anybody hates you, Antonio. He might hate you. I don't know. I'll speak for myself. I don't think he hates you. Hate's a pretty strong word, man. We don't need to take shit so personally, but 7K open gate at 30p is just crazy. You know what, man? Which one has a 7K open gate? Which camera has 7K open gate at 30? The Nikon has open gate? There's another camera that has open gate. I think you guys are on different one of you guys is on vertical and the other one is on horizontal, is what I think is going on. Because again, I'm multi-streaming on YouTube, vertical and horizontal. That's why I'm here. Yeah, my TikTok is like fucking banned, dude. My TikTok is banned. What's up, Noah? I got violated again instantly. I think I got red flagged or something, so. If that's it for TikTok, man, then I gotta call it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it on TikTok if they're gonna be big jerks about it. TikTok live, it was fun, man. It was fun. The best thing that I'm using Sony lenses on the Nikon ZR because it's nice adapter I bought, the size of the lens mount. You're using Sony lenses on your Nikon camera? I just bought this FD to E adapter for my Sony. It was like 30 bucks, dude. I have this these Canon lenses from like 1970s from like an old film camera that I put it on my Sony yesterday. I was like, wow, this looks fucking nice. But I don't use my film camera that often because it's expensive to use film, to develop film and shit. The whole hobby of film photography is expensive. I have seen like the thin adapters that are super thin though. Like the flange of the lens mount isn't like, flange of the lens and the lens mount isn't like a great distance. I've seen some flat ones. But yeah, Antonio, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, we can't take things too personally, bro. One or the other, like, it's not that deep, man. It's not that deep. It's my belief, man, that I think we focus, it's easy to focus on things that we really shouldn't be focusing on, man. There should be one priority for yourself, you know? And like even the thing you said about the Grammys and like seeking recognition through the Grammys, I'm like, fuck that, dude. Fuck that, dude. Did you guys happen to see the new spot that took over for Stephen Colbert? That shit was fucking garbage, dude. That shit was weird. I think that guy, that billionaire, that black guy, I think he just bought it just to own the slot. And then he put something there. Did you happen to see it, Andrew? That shit was garbage, dude. Stephen Colbert is like here or there to me. I don't really like, you know, whatever. But it did stir up a lot of like buzz around it. So I watched it. That shit was dog shit, dude. Like, who the fuck were those comedians? That shit was so... It made me cringe. It was cringy is what it was, dude. It was mad cringy. Mad cringy, dude. I have to watch it. I have to watch it just so that I can have like an actual opinion on it. you know, so I can formulate my opinion based and grounded in like, you know, what I saw. And like that shit was awful, dude. That black dude, he's like a billionaire though. He owns a bunch of TV networks. He's buying up a lot of stuff. He's buying up a lot of stuff just because everything's so cheap. But he's making some big time investments. So I think he bought that slot. I don't know what the actual terms of the deals were, but it sounded to me like he bought that time slot from the owners, Paramount or whoever owns them now. And then just needed to fill it with something, and he came up with that. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, we've been texting on here. Yeah, it's different, man. Later, Antonio. I'll catch you on the next one, bud. Appreciate you stopping in, man. And I am an artist, Antonio. I don't care what you say. David, what's up, brother? What's going on? Not much, man. Just chit-chatting. We had some conversations about AI. But David, I got my my TikTok is restricted right now, so there's only like 2 people. One, you're the only person over there on TikTok. Everybody else is on YouTube vertical and YouTube horizontal. But good to see you in, David. Yeah, dude, I got violated within the first like 1 minute of going live on TikTok. But TikTok over the past month or so, this month at least, has been violating me more and more and more for whatever. I will buy a camera, my first camera, and I'm looking for the Sony ZV-E Mark 1. And for the lens, should I take a kit lens? I'd probably buy the ZV-E 1 Mark 1. That's not my first choice. But I would definitely not get a kit lens. I would definitely be buying the Viltrox Air or the 7 Artisans. Yeah, something third party. A nice little prime. Sigma 10 Dana 11. Sigma also has some really nice lenses as well. Pretty affordable. Tamron, same one. But the Viltrox Air, some of them, those are like f2.8 lenses. Regardless, all of those lenses are better than the kit lenses for sure. What did you do? Reckon should I just switch to YouTube, eh? I mean, you know, I never tell people. I do promote other streaming places, so but I always try to tell people to watch me wherever they want to. So that's up to you. I am eventually though gonna be maybe this is why I keep getting violated, because I keep saying to TikTok that I'm gonna be moving over to YouTube. They're like, fine, whatever, we don't even need you. So what's your recommendation for my first camera? My budget around probably that. The ZV-E Mark 1 is nice, especially if you're looking for some affordable lenses. That's probably a good choice. I would ask you, see, the thing is like the ZV-E 10 Mark II is like significantly better, but it's also significantly more expensive. The Canon R6, I mean, I'm sorry, the Canon the Canon R50V, a word salad there. The Canon R50V to me is a much better camera. This camera right here, this camera is $600 and it's infinitely better than that Sony. The ZV-E 10 Mark 1, infinitely better. But the problem with this camera is that the lenses are a lot more expensive for it. But with $800, you could buy this camera, and then you could buy yourself, you'd be probably close to $900 to $1,000 with a decent lens for this, with this camera. So that would be my recommendation. But the ZV-E 10 Mark 1 is a fine little camera, and then you get the lenses as well. So here's the thing: Sony cameras generally are more expensive, but the lenses that go with Sony, the E-mount lenses, are significantly cheaper. Cheaper, not better. I agree with you, Vic. Your experience and budget and direction should dictate your camera choices, but the camera you consistently pick up, you'll be the best at. Exactly, dude. Watches Anaconda yet? No. Is that the new one with what's his face? Who's in the new Anaconda? Is it that one guy? Fuck, what's his name? I think I did see a preview for it. No, what I watched, Jack Black. Yeah, Paul Rudd. That's it. Thank you. The visuals. No, what I watched yesterday was the new Jack Ryan movie, Ghost War or something. Ice Cube. He's in Anaconda as well? Is he really? I might have to watch it. Was it a comedy? It had to be a comedy, right? Had to be. It's me, David. No, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, the movie that I watched, I try to watch one movie a weekend. And the movie that I watched this past weekend was the Jack Ryan movie. By the way, horror comedy. Got it. I think Sony ZV-E10 Mark II only uses electronic shutter. Is it good for hybrid use? Yeah, it's more of the ZV-E line of Sony is more of a video centered camera. By the way, I own that camera. This is the Sony ZV-E10 II. This is more of a video camera. Yo, David, check this out, bro. I put a Canon lens on my Sony. I'm pretty proud of it. None of you guys care, but I was pretty proud of it. But yeah, the ZV-E line is more of a, it doesn't have a viewfinder. It's more videos. It's more centered around video use. If you're looking for a 6 setup, that's an EVF. That's an EF. No, it's an FD. Saw the short on it. Yeah, the FD. The FD mount was before the EF mount. So that lens is from the 70s and 80s. So it was FD and then EF and then RF. Yeah, I'm going to pull the footage from it. Because my cat looked fucking great in it, man. That's past my time. That's past all of our time, David. I was born in 89. Jesus Christ. I bet your ass was born in the 2000s. You son of a bitch. I think you're 19, right? Yeah, so you were born in like 2005 or something, 2006. Oh my God, I'm so old. (2007) Jesus Christ. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, so that was 1970s was what, 50 years ago? Jesus. Yeah, man, TikTok is dead, dude. TikTok doesn't give a fuck about me. End live, end now. Go live again. Let me just add just chatting. How the AF one? It doesn't have autofocus, bro. It's all manual. Yeah, it's a manual lens. Do you know how to shoot? How to manually pull focus? That's a skill that you should learn. What's your main gear now? I mainly use mostly Canon cameras, but I do have a lot of I do have a lot of cameras. Most of my cameras are Canon. I have one little Sony that I mess around with. Right now, you guys are watching me on this is a Canon R8 right here. I use these cameras every day. And then I have a Canon R50 up there. And then I don't have my third camera set up right now, but a bunch of webcams. Well, I know how to focus, manually focus on static subject, but that's it. Yeah, it just takes some practice. It takes some practice. When I'm manually focused, I always go up to like F2.8 or F4? Well, as long as it focuses, yeah. Sworn Malik. I don't have any experience with Asun CMO for external monitoring. Is that a monitor, I assume? Let me look that up. Or is it a transmitter receiver? The transmitter receivers that I have are some cheap ones that got sent to me by a brand. What do you use it for? Use it with your cell phone? I don't like using my cell phone as a monitor, truthfully, unless that cell phone is dedicated to being a monitor. What's your telephoto and prime lens recommendation for the 67? Telephoto depends on what you're doing, really. But prime lenses, I love the 16. I love the 23 millimeter primes, 30 millimeter prime. Those are nice. My opinion, those are like the best that are like, you know, for whatever I use it for. And there it is, restricted again. Restricted again. Yeah. In terms of telephoto, it just depends on what you're doing. There's the Tamron 70 to 180, which is kind of cheap. Is it better to convert log to 709 than add LUT? Or a LUT that does both in one? Just depends. I guess that you could use it to taste. Because the thing is that LUTs are all different, so some LUTs work differently than others, you know? Yeah, some LUTs work differently. I truthfully, man, there's you're gonna find a lot of content that says do this or do that or do this or do that. But I think it's more subjective than that. I have an iPad Air and I'm planning on using it for a monitor. Okay, yeah. Then I think this would be fine. I don't know if this is in what capacity are you going to be using this? BG boosted. Like, are you using it on set or are you going to be using it just for your own personal projects and stuff? It looks pretty cheap though. Pretty inexpensive, so. Also, how do I update my R50V with the new firmware? All you got to do is, I'll show you here. I actually need to create a video about that. But you go to your Canon. I don't know what Canon Australia is, but I would go to canonusa.com. You have to find your Canon website. And then you type in your camera, Canon R50V. I do need to make a video about this. Then you find your camera, click on it, and then you should have a spot, support firmware. And then you should have firmware updated. And in your camera, all the way to the wrench menu, you should have a button that says update firmware, and it'll tell you what firmware you have. This firmware just came out earlier this month. Look. And what you do, and this is very important, you format an SD card. Format an SD card so there's nothing on it. Download the this update and you should get a .fir file. You take that .fir file and drag it on your PC to the SD that you just formatted and let it download. It should be pretty quick. Then you take that SD card, you put it into your camera, and you go back to that menu, part of the menu, update firmware, and it's going to give you yes, no. And then you hit yes, and then it'll give you a warning. It'll say, hey, do not push any buttons. It's very important that you take that warning seriously. You got to not touch any buttons. Just let your camera sit and let it do what it needs to do, and it should update like that. And that's pretty much it. Personal projects. Oh, okay, cool. The reason why I asked BJ boosted is because there are some stuff that's like rated like for professional use, commercial use. And like if you're using budget gear on set, like in a production company, but if you did work in that environment, you would know better than to take a scary process. Only the first time is it scary. After that, it's not that scary. When it comes to firmware, though, David, I would say always wait about a week or two, and then after that, and also it tells you what the firmware does. So right here it says firmware version incorporates the following enhancement and fixes. Adds the ability to set autofocus for close-up demo. See, it did add the new demo, so I'm excited about that. I need to make a video about that. Maybe I'll make it today. I have some videos to post today as well. So now you'll be able to use, so you know how this right here is kind of a pain in the ass to like focus on something super snappy? My shit is way too hot. Sony's can do this really well, where you show a demo like this and it's like kind of hunting, and then it goes to your face like this. It added a new autofocus feature that it'll snap. Right. Have you ever seen creatives when they do this and try to block their face? So you're not gonna need to do that anymore. Sony's have been able to do that for a while, and it looks like Canon just added that to their firmware. That's what this is. And it other creative zone modes to allow the use of combination with exposure. So that's a big one. That's a big update. Adds the option for grid display during movie recording. That's helpful. Yeah, so it's important to read these. Oh, but what I was saying about downloading firmware, I never download the firmware the day that it releases. I always wait a week or two. I never use the feature. I got used to not needing to use it. But it's a cool demo mode for people that need to that showcase products all the time, kind of like I do. So why can't Sony just copy color science for portrait mode? I don't think they need to, man. I think they're happy with their own color science. That focus seeking never been a problem for me, but great to hear it won't be a problem at all. Yeah, you'll need to turn it on though. You'll need to turn it on. So find any deals on Memorial Day? Not really. I haven't looked. I'm not in the market for anything, but let's see. SD cards, man. SD cards are what I would tell people that if you can find some on sale, buy some. V60s. No, these are still pretty expensive. Yeah, see, like this right here, anytime you see something on sale, man, like this, 256s, V60s, buy these, dude. Buy these. You have to, dude. Here we go. Look, $70 for one SD card. This is how I have so many of them. Ooh, look at this one. 512 for 250 for 230. Not terrible. What is portrait mode? Some cameras have an auto setting that's titled portrait mode, I think. I think Sony has portrait mode, like in the auto features. I usually take my camera to the camera shop and have them update it. Plus, it gives you time to window shop. Yeah. They can do it for you too, but I do it myself. I do it all the time. It's not that difficult. It can be a little scary if you've done it for the first time, but the only thing that you have to worry about is touching those buttons while it's in the process of updating its firmware. So as soon as you hit yes, set it down and watch it, until it doesn't take more than 5 minutes though. But creating a video like that would actually be a YouTube video would actually be really helpful. So I might do that here in a little bit. I shoot raw and learn to edit photos. Color problem fixed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not a. That's why color science to me has never really been that big of an issue, because I shoot raw photos and edit, and I'm happy with it, dude. I'm happy with the stuff that comes out of my camera. Raw video, I don't do raw video just because I've never needed to. I think people and high class shooters still using Canon for people should concern Sony. It's 80% or more. Yeah, I mean, Canon has the majority of the Canon has more sales than Sony, Nikon, and Fuji combined worldwide. I got the 512 Gold CF Express. I don't know. I like the Lexar CF Express cards too. The CF Express Type B cards are cheaper though. CF Express. Type B. Yeah, these are cheaper. And they're so much faster too. At least I think they're cheaper. Yeah, I think they're cheaper. Or maybe not. Look at this. 2 terabytes, dude. $800. Holy fuck. Lexar. The next CF Express Type B cards that I need to buy are these guys. Look at this. CF Express 1 terabyte. I'm going to add this to my cart. The moment that I have an extra 400 bucks, isn't that crazy, dude, how expensive these are? The moment that I have an extra 400 bucks, I'm going to be buying a couple of these. 2 terabytes. Holy shit, boys. But these raw files, man, you need these massive cards, dude. What do you think of Cine Style if you don't have log? Cine Style is kind of cool. Yeah, Cine Style is nice. It looks kind of cool. Yeah. I got the Nikon ZR, but I kind of think the ZV-1 would have been better. No, dude. Oh, the ZV-1. No, dude, the Nikon ZR is something special, dude. That's a nice fucking camera. Yo, welcome back. Fianto, what's up, Fianto? How are you? SWVA shop, what's up, buddy? I got totally. Oh, hey, look, we got some people on TikTok. Sorry about that, TikTok. Don't mean to ignore you. I think low light is everything. I don't. I truthfully don't. Low light is cool on the Sonys. Like, that's the one thing that they got going for them. But like, I just shoot in like well-lit environments, you know. I like to control the light a little bit more, and I hope that doesn't sound like I'm coping. But the low light is cool, but I don't think it's everything to me. Not much, buddy. What's up with you, SWVA? Humid today over here in Philly. The temperature went up all of a sudden. But SWVA, just so you know, TikTok I got a violation within 5 seconds of going live today. So all of stream today, I've been on for about an hour and 50 minutes now, and I've been like restarting and starting my lives, and I just keep getting violation after violation. All good though. Embroidering away. Cool. After this, I'm gonna get off here in about 10-15 minutes or so. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. Second breakfast. And then I got editing all day today. And I've been working with my vidIQ to kind of plan out my next couple of videos. Low light defines the quality. It's like the amount of nutrition a body can use for the food it digests. I guess that's the way to look at it, man. I just like controlling the environment that I'm shooting in and adding a proper amount of light. Again, like the one that I'm most impressed with Sony low light is the FX3. That's crazy. The amount of low light they have in that camera is nuts. That's really impressive, but it's because of the 12 megapixels, you know? But to me, low light is no. But again, everybody shoots differently, right? Everybody shoots differently and everybody has their own way of creating content. So if your work and the type of content that you create requires you to be in low light environments, then that's something that you should really be why not 6 mega? I don't know. Then that's something that you should really be concerned yourself with, you know? How's the R50V treating you? Mine's arriving this Friday. Woo! BG boosted. You already know how I feel about the R50V. Like, do you shoot marketing content or just test cameras? I shoot for businesses, yeah. Can we not update it wirelessly on Canon? I wouldn't. I would not. Brother Dynasty 9000, what's up, buddy? How are you? Yeah, TikTok I've been kind of not paying attention to, unfortunately, because it's they've I think I've been blacklisted. Which is a shame because I do like interacting with TikTok. I do. It's my first camera, so I can't compare, but it's sweet. Literally editing them right now. Ooh, nice. For those of you guys that are interested in the visual stuff, he has a YouTube channel. DA Visuals, where he is documenting his journey as a content creator. The Visual Studio right here. I gotta tell you, man, I do love your storytelling, like your editing is really cool, man. When I saw this intro on your video, bro, I was like, okay, David, with the fucking wide shot here.
Get paid if they work a job, but very rarely those jobs are.
Yeah, I love the movement. You made some animations, you had some sound effects. Yeah, dude, this little scene right here, this was legit. I was really happy to see your editing on this, dude. I was like, I was a little jealous, man. I was like, fuck.
And for the price, it is the best beginner-friendly camera.
It is. It is. This B-roll like this to me is it's all right. It's not my favorite to use anymore.
Trying to keep the conversation going.
The thing why I don't like it that much, David, this stock footage, is because you can create this, bro. You could have made this in like 5 seconds, you know? Stock footage to me is, I think, a little played out. Especially stock footage that looks like this. It looks a little bit too commercial. What else did I like on your thing? I just love the scene, the whole thing, dude. And you know what's cool, man, is like after a little while, oh, it was the end plug. So you still have long goodbyes. Your goodbyes and your sign-offs need to be like done. And I would route them to a singular video, not a group of videos. Also, here was the other thing I just remembered. During this video, you tried to get me off of this video 3 or 4 times. You tried to get me to stop watching this video and watch another video of yours throughout the video. Thanks, man. Spend a little bit more time on it because I have no due date. These B-rolls are left. I get it, bro. I get it. But I'm always gonna provide objective criticism. Objective. You know what I'm trying to say. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. But videos that try to get me to watch other videos while I'm watching one video is like, you don't want people to leave this video. You want people to finish this entire video. Crap talk. Yeah, I got blocked again, dude. Ben's Tech Channel. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. I mean, more views on my other video. No, you don't want you don't want them to interact. Not throughout the video, dude. If you have one CTA, the CTA needs to be at the end and it needs to be done one time. If you give somebody something to do multiple times, multiple CTAs, they end up doing nothing. So like if you give a CTA, it needs to be at the very end. If you want to route somebody to another video, it needs to be at the very end without a long goodbye. You should say something at the very end, like, you know, almost cut it off immediately. It's like, if you're interested in following my journey as I try to build my cinematography career, you're going to want to watch this video right here, and then end it. And then actually paste that video, because I don't think you pasted your video here. If I watch the ending of this here, I don't think you actually pasted your video.
Check it out. Here's the link to the playlist, and thank you for watching.
Oh, there it. Well, that wasn't it.
For me, and I do vlogs every single week documenting my journey. If you guys want to check it out, here's the link to the playlist.
You got close.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, you don't need to thank anybody. You don't need to, just end it. Just end it. All good shit though, bro. All good shit, man. All of this stuff is fantastic, man. It's fantastic. Just keep chipping away at it, bro. That's all that it is, man. You just keep going. Canon has almost no videos out on YouTube for their flashes. Oh, do you have one, Ben? Have you gotten one yet? Got the Sigma 18 to 50. Yep. Yeah, too many options equals exactly procrastination, and what it is friction. And then they just give up. And it's not like, oh, I'm so confused. That's not what actually happens. People just take no action. Yeah, the video looked clean. Exactly. I second that to Andrew. The video looked clean, bro. I'm wanting to buy one, but I can't find any content out on them. Oh, bro, you should make one if you do buy it. What's your hesitation on buying it? You need more info probably, right? Look at our buddy Anthony over here, man. He just made a video says, I secretly love Sony. Maybe I should make a video that says I secretly love Sony. 500,000 subscribers, dude. Yeah, more and more lives are showing up. Vertical lives are showing up on my YouTube stream. I'm wanting to buy one. The visuals. Yeah, dude, just keep at it, man. This guy right here. This guy, if you want to learn anything about lighting, this guy is it right here. PD Mockery. He always wears this headband, but he does a lot of interview lighting. If you ever want to do interview lighting, or you want to properly light your talking head, this is the channel that you guys want to watch. BG boosted. You went for the big time, man. 17 to 40. Yeah, that's a pretty special lens, dude. Does no one use them? How are there no reviews at all? I would probably, I don't know. They're just so expensive, man. I think that's why they're just pricey. Oh, I'd recognize that striped egg anywhere. Yeah, this guy right here, he's a lighting professional. He does some pretty interesting lighting setups. He has a whole fucking thing, dude. He uses a lot of, he can really mold and shape light. But if you can take just basic level skills from him, like, you're already ahead of the game, dude. Lighting is super important, as we all know. as we all know. As we all know. 349. Yeah, compared to other flashes. Yeah. 349. Yeah, compared to other flashes are $150, $200. Maybe if you go to Canon, the Canon YouTube channel. Christian, thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. What do you think about the 66 with the Sigma 30? I like the Sigma 30. The Sigma 30 is nice. I do like the Sigma line. The 23 is really nice. So is the 16. You got 7 videos on the speed light here.
In the beginning, there was darkness.
Canon Explorer of Light.
With the multifunction shoe, allows for a lot of neat accessories. This is the STE.
Yeah, I guess these are all sponsored by Canon, so you're probably right, dude. There's probably not a lot of videos. I saw Godox is here on TikTok Shop. Yeah, Godox is. Yep. But that's what most people buy is Godox, in my opinion. Like, that's like the go-to flash brand. There's another one, I forget. Nanlite? No. There's one other flash that is super popular that is like premium tier. Godox is right above, like, you know, everyday use. I mean, not everyday consumer, like more prosumer. The EL5 prosumer lens had 2 videos, one by Canon, one by Ken. Ken Rockwell's funny, dude. Can you recommend me a good mic that is not too expensive? I want a shotgun mic. I only use Rode shotgun mics, Christian. That's the only thing I got. And I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. It is this one. The way that you get to my Amazon storefront is just by hitting my link in bio and hitting the little Amazon button. But this is the shotgun mic that I own. It's by Rode. I bought 2 of these. I think it's pretty decent. This is old though. Like this has been out for a while. There might be better, newer ones, but these are the ones that I use. Yeah, Vic definitely went big on this because making the jump from the Canon G7. Ooh, with the Sigma. You're gonna love it, bro. You're gonna love. When is that camera coming in? BG Boosted. Ben's Tech Channel. Thank you so much. Oh, bro. Also, I've been. I mentioned to you last time that I. What's his face? eMeet. They're sending me out more webcams, so hopefully I don't get my account blocked. But I will be doing live shopping with the eMeet cameras. They didn't promise me money, hourly pay or anything, but they did say they'll increase my my ad spend on it and increase my commission. So I'll try it out. But to kind of land the plane on that, these past couple of weeks I've been doing really well on TikTok shop videos in general, not TikTok lives. TikTok lives have been kind of dead for me. But I also am live streaming vertically on YouTube. The only way to do that, by the way, is to have 2 stream keys, which is kind of annoying. Camera and lens coming in Friday. Woo-wee. That's exciting, bro. Yeah, it is picking up. You know, usually I was like $40, $50 a month, and now this will be the first month that I broke $100. So not life-changing money, but it'll pay for my cell phone bill, you know? And that's how it grows, man. That's how it grows. You know what, though? It all stemmed from switching my account from a business account to a creator account, I think it was. I forget what it actually was. How did you get your stream key? I can't even get my Star Creator Manager to get it. Oh, no. I have a stream key for YouTube. YouTube gives out stream keys. My TikTok is still through TikTok Live Studio. Scary and exciting. What are you going to be creating with it, by the way, BG Boosted? Yeah, what are you even making, bro? I've made some by the way, man, let me know, because I have I have two R50Vs. I always take requests on YouTube. I'm going to be making a video on the R50V and the 10 to 18 by request for our buddy David here. TikTok is not giving stream. I know that you can get stream keys, but I know that it's not easy. I know that it's not easy. You have to like jump through a bunch of hoops to get it. You can get TikTok stream key via Restream. Yeah, that's just another thing I gotta manage. Truthfully, man, it's just TikTok is unfortunately dying. TikTok lives are unfortunately dying for me. They are highly restrictive now because they released Live Studio on Mac. You think that's why? I have no idea why. And they are trying to stop giving them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not entirely sure. But everybody, my 2 hours is up for the day, so I am about to bounce. Andrew, SWVA, Ben's Tech Channel, David over on YouTube, and my new friend BG Boosted EJ. Have a blessed day. I'll be back later on. If you're not following and you haven't subscribed yet, now is your opportunity to do so. I'm going to catch you all in the next one. Adios.